Hello and welcome back to the Garage Kitchen. And today I'm making something inspired by a recipe done by Cooking with Dog. If you know that channel, you can look for it on YouTube, and it's a vegetable eggplant stir fry, but I added tofu to this recipe. So let's start with the recipe. So first you add oil to a hot pan, and you heat it up by spreading it around the pan. And to distribute the oil evenly, actually you don't need that much oil, because when you add the pork, the oil comes out from the pork, from the ground pork that we're going to use. So next we add this is a 1/4 kilogram of pork, and you just try to separate the pork bits and then spread it out in the pan. Next, we add the ginger and the garlic. So I chopped up some ginger and garlic. First, you try to toast them a bit. This was on a medium-high heat, and then you mix it with the rest of the pork. And we keep sauteing for a while. And then next on the list of ingredients is the beef bouillon cube. So I added this. Actually, the pan was already getting dry. I think the pork was too lean, so here you can see some popping as I add the tomato paste and some sugar, brown sugar, to add to the sweetness of the dish. So because of that, it was getting a bit dry, so I had to add a little bit of water after mixing this up. And you'll notice as I add the water, the sauce becomes very thick, and part of the water is absorbed by the pork, so it becomes a very thick sauce. So which I'll add a little more water when I think that it's getting a bit too dry. So I lowered the heat to low so that it wouldn't evaporate quickly. So just mix it and distribute it evenly. And then next we add some of the green onion slices, and I added the eggplant next because the recipe called for pre-frying or pre-cooking the eggplants, but I opted not to and just steam them in the pan. So here I am just mixing the eggplant into the pork, and then since I didn't have a cover for this frying pan, I had to push the meat to the center so that the cover for the other pan would fit inside. It would fit the food. So just leave that for around 2 to 3 minutes and let the steam cook the eggplant. So here I actually added a little splash of water to the sauce, and then it still is a bit thin, and then all that water will be absorbed by the eggplant. See, the eggplant is getting cooked. It turned from dark purple to a little bit of a light purple brown or brownish, and the meat of the eggplant is turning more transparent. So here we leave after leaving it for a little while, you can see that the meat of the eggplant is getting more transparent. And then I added the red bell peppers, and as I mix the food around, you'll see that all the water seemed to have disappeared, so the eggplant absorbed most of that sauce already. So what I did was I just had to add another splash of water to get a bit of a sauce. In the end, the sauce was a bit thin that I would like. Maybe I should have added more tomato paste to it or some cornstarch, but I didn't want that. Next we add the tofu. These were just cubed up 3 pieces of tofu that I cubed into around half inch pieces, and just since they are a bit soft, I didn't fry them or anything. You have to be careful so that they don't disintegrate when you mix them inside the pan. So I'm trying to make space again for that cover, and we'll cover this so that we can cook the tofu a bit in the steam and some of the sauce. Of course, we add a little salt and a little pepper to taste, so I didn't overdo the salt in this recipe. I accommodated for the saltiness of the bouillon cubes. And for the final steps, you just add some chili powder, or ever how much heat you can handle, and the green part of the uh, onions, green onions, and that's it. You call it Mabu Nasu or Mabu Tofu from Cooking with Dog, and hope you can give this a try, and thanks for watching the Garage Kitchen. See you next episode. Bye!